the home of Club Brugge, the biggest team in Belgium at the moment, and also the home of Cercle Brugge. Today, we're travelling to explore the Jan Breydel Stadion, which was known as the Olympia Stadion until 1998. Shall we go together? The stadium is located in the city of Bruges, in the sub-municipality of Sint-Andries. It is owned by the city of Bruges and serves as the home for the local rivals Club Brugge and Cercle Brugge, who manage the venue. The history of the stadium dates back to 1973, when, under the leadership of Mayor Michel van Meili, the municipal administration decided to build a municipal stadium to house Club Brugge and Cercle Brugge. Construction began in 1974, and upon completion, the stadium had a capacity of 30,000. The lower tier consisted of standing areas, 22,000 spots, while the upper tiers of the east and west stands offered 8,000 seats. Inspired by the 1972 Munich Olympics, the stadium was named Olympia Stadion. The field measured 110 by 70 meters. The stadium was, and still is, owned by the city of Bruges, with Club and Cercle paying rent. The lighting masts from De Klok were reused, as was the bust of former President Albert Disserink, which was placed in front of the main stand. The inscription RFCB above the entrance gate was integrated into the facade of the Van Meili Administrative Centre, next to the stadium. Club Brugge was assigned the left side of the main entrance, while Cercle took the right side. Following this logic, Club supporter section was positioned in the stand near the church and cemetery of Sint-Andries, while Cercle's was placed near the Olympiabad. The first match at the new stadium took place at the start of the 1975 to 1976 season. Over the years, the stadium underwent several renovations. In 1987, the west stand was fitted with executive boxes and business seats, reducing capacity by about 1,000 spots. In 1993, under pressure from UEFA, almost all standing areas were replaced with seats, reducing capacity to just over 18,000. In May 1995, Belgium and the Netherlands were chosen to co-host the 2000 UEFA European Championship, Euro 2000. Bruges was one of the host cities, and to meet the minimum requirements, the stadium needed to be expanded to 30,000 seats. To secure funding, the stadium also needed a new name. Names like Noordzee Stadion and Flandria Stadion were considered, but on the suggestion of Mayor Patrick Monet, the stadium was renamed Jan Breydel Stadion in 1998, in honor of the 14th century folk hero from Bruges, Jan Breydel. Between 1997 and 1998, capacity was further reduced to 15,021 due to the expansion of press seats, the closure of the last standing areas in the corners, and the start of construction for Euro 2000. Between 1998 and 1999, the stadium's expansion finally began. The roofs of the stands behind the goals were removed, and these stands, along with the corners between them and the east stand, were expanded to about 30 rows, with a second and third tier added. The standing areas in the corners were converted into seats. In the north stand, blue and white seats were installed, with the white seat spelling out the stadium's name in the middle section, following an English model. This was, and still is, unique in Belgium. Other clubs have used seats to spell their names in stands, but this wasn't feasible in Bruges. The south stand received seats in alternating white and green stripes. New scoreboards were installed on the roofs of these new stands. The classic barriers were replaced by a Bruges invention, a drum system with chains that rotates when someone tries to climb over it. The field was reduced to 105 by 68 meters, as all Euro 2000 fields needed to have the same dimensions. A new sound system and new lighting masts were installed. The west and east stands were refurbished. The players' tunnel was renovated and fitted with an extendable section toward the field. In the corner between the east and south stands, a police booth was built. Finally, the area around the stadium was revamped, with the Olympialaan and circulation zones being reconstructed. The total cost was 410 million Belgian francs, of which 250 million came from the government. After 2000, several other improvements were made, primarily at the initiative of Club Brugge. An internal TV circuit was installed, and the Bruges Sports Department moved into the East Stand. On June 22, 2002, a tile mural by artist and club supporter Benoit van Innes, themed around football, was unveiled on the facade of the North Stand. Additionally, the Extra Time, a blue and black themed cafe, was opened, and club section in the main stand was renovated. A collection of club and Cercle memorabilia was displayed in the press room. Club also opened the Telenet Lounge for VIPs in the main stand. The club secretariat was moved from the stadium to the De Klok building, renamed the Michel van Meili Administrative Centre in honour of the former president, who passed away in 2003. In 2010, immediately after the end of the season, an underpitch heating system was installed. The work was completed just before the start of the next season. In 2011, 25 square metres LED screens were installed in 2 corners of the stands. Additionally, significant renovations were made to the players' facilities for both clubs. During the winter break of the 2015 to 2016 season, Club Brugge replaced the pitch with a hybrid grass system. In the summer of 2016, the executive boxes were replaced with a large VIP lounge, and the business seats were renovated and opened, allowing VIPs to watch matches from an open, heated terrace instead of behind glass. Since 2007, Club Brugge has been working on a project for a new stadium, initially planned for the Oostkampsbaan in Lopum, south of the city. The stadium was to have at least 40,000 seats and be combined with a large commercial complex. The Flemish government took over the project and decided in late 2009 that the stadium would be built on the Chartreuse site, also in the southern part of Bruges, with 44,600 seats. However, in 2013, the Council of State rejected the plan due to issues related to the environmental impact assessment, water management, and mobility. Subsequently, the city of Bruges, Cercle, and Club Brugge developed a dual project, in which Club would build a new stadium in the northwest of the city, near the Blankenberg Steenweg, while Cercle would remain in a renovated and downsized Jan Breydel Stadion. Club Stadium would have a capacity of 40,000 to 45,000 seats, while Cercle's would have around 12,000. In early 2020, the project attempted to take a new direction, but it has yet to move forward. The stadium currently has a capacity of 30,000 spectators and hosts matches for Club Brugge and Cercle Brugge in all the competitions they participate in.